And now let's talk a bit about telecom. Telecom in focus because of news reports that there will be some AGR relief. Vodafone stuck on that 10% circuit since this morning. Indus Towers also blooming, joining in. And let's just check a Tata Tele very quickly. 4.5% on, nearly 5% on an Indus Towers, and Tata Tele also zooming today in trade. Now, while there is no official confirmation of these claims, if there is some relief in AGR dues, what does it mean for the sector and for these stocks specifically? To speak on this, I'm welcoming on board Soumeet Sarkar. Soumeet, great to have you back in the newsroom and at NDTV Profit. So welcome on your first story that you're doing with us. And tell us what the news reports mean for the telecom sector.
Well, thank you, Tamanna. It's good to be on NDTV Profit. So firstly, if this news is implemented and if there is a waiver when it comes to the interest and the penalty amount, then it will be a big positive for Vodafone Idea. Now, why is this news important? Because a few days back, Supreme Court had dismissed the curative petition that was filed by Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel to review the AGR amount. Now, given the fact that this petition was dismissed, telecom companies had to start repaying this AGR due starting October 2025. And because of that, there could have been a significant hit on the cash flows for both the companies. Now, for Vodafone Idea specifically, if you see, they had to repay around 43,000 crore rupees annually starting from FY27 till FY31. Now, this amount is very high when compared to their annual net cash flow from operation that they generated in FY24, which stood at just 21,000 crore rupees. So it was quite impossible or a very tall task for Vodafone Idea to repay this amount from FY27. But given the fact that now this could be implemented going forward, and if it is implemented, then the debt burden of Vodafone Idea comes down by around 48 to 52,000 crore rupees, and the annual cash outflow reduces by nearly 12 to 13,000 crore rupees. Now, this is also more important for Vodafone Idea because if this move is implemented, then this helps the company to secure more bank debt going forward, which will be used by the company for their capital expenditure, which is a must for the company to gain more subscribers in the market. And as per analysts, this debt reduction could add nearly 6 to 7.5 rupees on the equity value, which is a per share value that I'm talking about, as compared to the market price that is currently there of 10 rupees per share. Now, for Indus Towers, they are not a direct beneficiary of this move, but given the fact that Vodafone Idea spending capability increases, which indirectly improves the revenue visibility for Indus Towers from Vodafone Idea, and also given the fact that Vodafone Idea has significant dues repayable to Indus Towers, the recoverability of that also improves. Around 5 to 6,000 crore rupees is still pending to Indus Towers from Vodafone Idea. And lastly, when it comes to Bharti Airtel, this waiver could bring down their debt burden by around 33 to 38,000 crore rupees. And if this move is implemented, then the AGR dues for Bharti Airtel would be zero, given the fact that they have already done some prepayment of AGR dues. And post this, the revised debt of Bharti Airtel would stand at close to 1,08,000 crore rupees, which will be the lowest among all the telecom companies. And as per analysts, this debt reduction could add nearly 55 to 60 rupees to the equity value of Bharti Airtel as compared to the current market price of close to 1,600 rupees. So close to 4% upside is what the street analysts are expecting if this move is implemented.
If the move is implemented is the big question, then it also, the question is to what extent does that really help the financials of, say, a Vodafone more than anything else? Well, for today, the stock is up 10%. But